I'm opening to receive guidance. Opening myself to be with Source, higher self, inner being, core essence. The message over and over again is so clear that I have everything I need. It's all being provided just to receive the blessings, the gifts, even in the challenges, letting it all burn, be transformed and transmuted. Every single difficulty, challenge, disappointment, upsetness that occurs is showing the way and pointing to a greater truth, a deeper knowing of oneself. And I accept and receive the gift that is embedded in every challenge. Knowing myself, being with myself, experiencing the full spectrum of this life. There's love pulsing through all things, expanding and expressing my capacity for compassion. First and foremost, internally, and seeing every being in the human condition as an opportunity for growth. Bringing it back home to the center, allowing for alignment, greater perspective. We're all in this cosmic dance together, learning, growing, expressing ourselves to the best of our ability, shifting and changing within the sea of consciousness, dedicating this time and place for a higher wisdom and knowing to pulse through. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. Just be. Be present, purifying the body matrix with every breath, deepening the relationship to self and others. Finding the pillar, opening up the portal, centering myself in the chest, inviting all beings into this place of connection. Being easy about it, softening the edges, opening up the field, tapping into the infinite well of possibility, setting down on the altar of life the habits, the need to control, letting the thoughts wash over, not attaching to any story or knee-jerk reaction, so that a greater capacity of understanding and feeling can come from source wisdom, asking for the guidance, perspective, and understanding from high source, family of light, the entourage of energies, love and support come pouring in, deepening my roots, plugging into the crystalline core, getting back to the pristine divine blueprint. Understanding the true nature of who we are in the meditation process, coming back home to the self again and again. Each moment is an opportunity. Appreciating the contrasts, the setbacks, expanding the desire, knowing we were always going to be growing at the leading edge. This practice is one of experience, of deepening through feeling and expressing. Holding nothing back, bringing it home in the heart, bathing all of the sensations, the thoughts, the patterns, bathing them in the warm, liquid, light love of essence. Balancing the hollow spheres, the belly, the brain, the heart. Sealing in the field with a golden bubble and sloughing off the excess, the debris, the external pressures and influences, to get back home to the self and feel the true nature. Letting these words hold a vibratory tone of truth, of trust, becoming entrained. We must open up to source, to self. Letting each person be in their hologram, surrounding them with golden bubbles, sending waves of forgiveness, gratitude, and surrender. Seeing the innocence and goodness in all beings beyond the form or behavior. Knowing we are all in this together, and yet individualized to take full responsibility for ourselves. Approaching each situation with greater capacity of care, kindness, and understanding. raising the vibration to a state of being that knows pure joy and happiness in our hearts. The electromagnetic field is spinning, opening, and aligning. It's available in presence. In this powerful now moment, we can access the purity of Source, the reason for being, plugging into our power, path, protection. New ways of operating in the world are turned on when the potentiality of the DNA is upgraded from a willingness to act and feel from a new perspective. As the field expands, feel the cells start to vibrate and resonate in a dance. From these vibratory tones that allow for more ease and grace. I am here with you, Source, available, ready to receive. Utilizing my voice and tone and expression to heal, up-level, and entrain the body temple on all levels, refining and tuning the mind, emotions, psycho-spiritual realms to reverberate through the astral, ethereal, causal bodies, through the multidimensional layers and levels. This healing happens forwards and backwards in time to connect with master level soul self. Embracing the human, conditioned, programmed patterns and habits so they can be transmuted and transformed. It is through the light of our consciousness that this happens. Pouring in more Source, blended being, tapping into the consciousness grid. It's all here and available. There is nothing outside oneself that is needed. No one is here to save you. It's all coming through from the inside out. When those deep feelings arise, hold them, welcome them. They must burn in the fire to be purified and renewed. No matter where we are on the journey, there is another level of evolution, a higher octave of operation that wants to be experienced in this lifetime and beyond. There's no end to the growth, learning, and expansion. So relax into it. Time is a tool, a measuring stick for sequencing. Every plane of existence is here simultaneously being experienced. Feel the sweet relief that washes over the being and relaxes into this deeper truth and knowing. It's all waiting at the leading edge. Everything that has ever been wanted is held in the vortex of creation. Line up with it, believe it, and start to see it through vibrational matching. We're constantly sending out electrical impulses with our thoughts and magnetic pull with our emotions and feelings. The electromagnetic field is communing with all of life. Feel the contractions, notice the blocks. There is a coming home to the self that is necessary for the next evolutionary step. The distractions, the impulses from the outer world. This is the canvas in which we create. There are no mistakes and missteps coming from this place of understanding. Enjoying life, celebrating life, being fully present with life is the way in. Any resistance or pushing against will amplify in the field what is not wanted. So we can learn how to become powerful, deliberate creators and choose amongst it. There's always another way and a high choice to be had. Take back your ability to live amongst the contrasts, shifts, and changes. When there is offness in the field, bring it back with a sacred pause to the deeper knowing of the self. Joy comes in many forms: love, happiness. Trust is a state of being that is chosen in any moment. Circumstances, situations, people, places, and things can contribute to that or take away from our ability and power to choose. That is an option. No one else can choose for you or bring happiness to you. No one else has the ability to balance your field. Some things are easier than others, and that's okay. Bringing it back home over and over again. Knowing it is possible to rearrange the particles and tap into this infinite well. The ups and downs and all arounds of life is part of the journey. Do not resist or control when surrender is needed. Know when to direct the energy. Know when to be receptive. This takes practice. An opportunity to feel and be. Gaining flexibility, mobility, as well as centered strength. There's beauty all around. Surround yourself with the things that assist in the peace. Do not resist the challenges, but allow yourself to be guided. There's always a way. Find the way, align with the beauty way and spirit path. It's okay to try and test out new things. This is how we learn and grow. Healing happens in an instant when we let go. The past includes 5 seconds ago. There is no future, it's only the now, a collection of moments that are stringed together that create the quality of your life. Do not wait for another moment to come to be happy or content with life's circumstances. It cannot find you from that place. Release the impatience, knowing it is already here in the non-physical. The way it manifests into form is through knowing and believing. potentiality becomes kinesthetics. Appreciate the synchronicities, synergy, and symbolic nature of this world. We're in a time of great change and awakening because your soul is ready for another level of operation. And it's urging you and pulling you forward based on your desires. Everything that you've ever wanted, dreamed, or wished is held in the cauldron of creation. The vortex of your being requires alignment. Allow yourself to have everything you've ever wanted. When it's not here or not showing up, it's ready for a change. Continuing to do what doesn't work creates madness and discomfort because the soul is calling you forward into the now, to the next moment of presence. If you don't see it, go inward and amplify your believing and knowing that it's possible and true. The guidance is so strong now. Nothing less than pure beingness will do. The time of effort, of forcing, of pushing is coming to an end, since the being knows another way and wants to practice, playing in those realms of existence that allows for the guidance and wisdom to pulse through. You cannot go backwards in consciousness. Once you know this, it is a calling. Those that are not ready will stay in the dimensionality of their existence. That is their hologram. Notice it, bless it, meet it with compassion, and a deeper understanding that every person is taking their next evolutionary step. Become the living embodied example that you are meant to be by showing the way. Emanating and radiating out these new codes of consciousness is the only work you have to do. Make that your living, your livelihood, your journey. Every person has gifts and codes to offer from their perspective and standpoint. Letting all the teachers, masters, and students alike be here for you, serving you. Source is pulsing through all things, every creature, every rock, every tree. Once we open up to this knowledge, life becomes more enjoyable because we have relaxed. Into the well of wisdom. This is the most important work that you can be doing right now on the earth plane. Everything else will stem from and come to you from this place. There are many, many, many who are with you on the path. Choose to surround yourself with those that are up-leveling and reinforcing the quantum field. Release the holding pattern and judgment towards those that are not there. They are all serving their purpose in the contrasting experiences. The body is your temple. Care for it, love it, treat it like the precious gift that it is, your vehicle for transformation. Energy pulses through and animates the form. That's all it is. A conduit and a channel. Free it from any other duty or purpose. Your job is to allow more source to pulse through so life force can flow. This can come in many forms. Apply less emphasis to the situation and form it takes. And keep a keen eye on the energy field, the way it's flowing, how it's moving, how it feels. Energy has a life of its own. It knows what to do and where to go. The body is highly intelligent that way. It wants balance and harmony. Renewal, regeneration is your natural state. When any level of the being is clogged, disconnected, congested, stuck, you will feel it as pressure, discomfort, or pain. And send it more love, light, healing balm. Flush it out. Release it from the habit of holding. Release it from the responsibility of being stuck. It will flow. The rivers of life rush in and clear and cleanse all levels when allowed. The buildup of pressure in the system is a reminder of what needs to be let go. Trust in the higher intelligence of the energies that flow through. Know the process of renewal is happening for you. There is nothing to do, only to be. There's so much goodness in this world that you can tap into. Everything is pointing to this truth. Any limitation that you have put on the path is showing itself, shining a light into those places, bringing them back online. The stories of the past that still control you are ready to be released, which is why it feels accumulative and pressurized at the moment. You can be, do, or have anything that your heart desires. Playing small, operating from a place of lack will no longer serve, because the truth of who you are is so strong now. Give yourself what you need. More time, more rest, more play. Love comes from the inside out. Don't look for it in the outer circumstances. It will always lead to dismal results. Mediocrity is uncomfortable for the soul because it knows too much. It knows better. It knows who you are. Follow that guidance. Rejoice in it and celebrate it as the gift that it is. You're being led down the path of your empowerment in every moment. There is no lack. Opening up to Source, speaking through you, moving to you, will improve the relationships and interactions. Seeing the Source, infinite intelligence that pulses through all beings, helps to awaken that part of the self. Celebrate the brilliance and magnificence that is coming through. It's all here, waiting for your yes and serving you. No one else needs to act differently or operate from a higher state for you to own your truth and power. We spark the divinity in all beings by showing the way, by radiating and emanating out these qualities and truth. Let it feel good to embrace this knowing, to accept the glory of your being, and live in pure, positive source energy. Becoming more blended elevates the level of consciousness that we can operate at in order to enjoy life more and be present. That is the whole game of existence. Nothing more, nothing less than being the consciousness and pure source energy that you are. Getting out of the habit of judging, making right or wrong, good or bad, the denser, dualistic thinking that has created separation is no longer needed or possible when living in unity consciousness. The world will change in proportion to your alignment with this higher truth. There is no rearranging or pushing against the particles and systems to create improvement. It doesn't work from there or like that. So relax into a deeper knowing and glorious state of being alive, becoming transparent to the sounds, the noises, the externalized pressures. Let them pass through. If there's nothing to hit and nowhere to go, it will move on. Those parts of the self that are still reacting are wanting love, acceptance, and guidance in yourself and others. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this time, this space, this place, this wisdom, this opportunity to connect and go deeper. I am filled with a higher capacity of hope. Grace becomes my natural state when I tap into the wisdom that is pulsing through. Truth, trust, and love are the qualities that I embody when operating from this place. We are here to be magnificent teachers, guides, taking this journey from a place of blended being. There are many masters, angels, wisdom keepers, and frequency holders helping, assisting, and loving you on the path. See them, seek them out, be with them, surround yourself with those that want to synergize with your hologram and bless all those that are on a different path, that want different things, that are operating at another level. There is no hierarchy or timeline that says one is better than the other. They're all existing simultaneously, here to serve, here to choose amongst. Blessings on your journey. Namaste.